lead as much as 7 in that first quarter. Wolves, despite the fact they've just those 3 wins so far, not technically out of the playoff race yet. Obviously a huge task, but still something to play for, if not pride. Kieran Achara returning to the game in place of Ali Fraser. And the main changes that Lavandier has made to this Rocks team on the defensive end: much more intensity, wants them to be much more precise. His team in for 2.5 hour practices 3 times this week as Kieran Achara drops it in. His first score of the game, so lots of attention on the practice court. The offense tweaked as well. Again, much more precision demanded. I said really what we want offensively is much more ball movement. That's one of the reasons he's been picking and choosing his players, trying to work out the best rotations, who works well together. And this is first stint coaching overseas. Achara drives inside 3 in the shot clock. 4 quick points for the now restored Glasgow Rocks captain. 2 skippers for the team, him and Gareth Murray. Nice drop inside there from Adam Thosby. His first score of the game. The Wolves captain, the other end. Long score. Tit for tat here. Rocks now, though, with their biggest lead of the game. Struggles in this game so far for Worcester. Really been from 3-point range, just 1 of 6 so far. Rocks very much going inside. 6 points the difference. Five on the shot clock. Chara alert to it. Shove his way inside, makes it 6 points, all in this second quarter. And Tony Garbellotto will call a timeout for Worcester Wolves. One other game with a 5 o'clock start this afternoon down in Manchester. The Giants, who have been in somewhat of a slump lately, are leading Leicester Riders 20-19. Again, the Rocks will be paying some attention to in between playing here. If the Leicester lose, sorry, Leicester win, and the Rocks win, the Rocks move into the playoff places for the first time this year. Other game in the BBL about to start this afternoon. Cheshire Phoenix at home to the Sheffield Sharks, who of course did get that win over Worcester by just 3 last weekend. Game in which Garbellotto said he was incredibly frustrated. His team down by 20 effectively in that first period, came all the way back, but for a few free throws here and there, might even have stolen an improbable come from behind victory. 8 points the difference in this second period. The Rocks shooting 52% so far from the field. Worcester 8 of 18. Coombs guarded by Pryor. Out to the wing. Swing past to Thosby in the corner. His feet were just out of bounds. Pryor. Short jumper, falls short. Board from Prosper. Thosby steps back for 3. Just off. Prosper picks up the defensive board. Thosby 5 ticks in the shot clock. Pull up and in. Smooth as you like. Takes Darryl Coombs. 6 points. 6 points the difference in the game. Njai. Pass really went to Bo Ziegler's feet. Wolves can cut this. Coombs swat away from Achara. Worcester come again. Prosper into the paint, nails it. And a 4-point game. Mr. Prosper's first basket of this contest. Steal, break. An unsportsmanlike foul is called against Greg Pryor. No real surprise, Crawford with that steal looked set for the basket. Pryor's first foul. Timeout is called by Glasgow Rocks. As the Rockets come on court. The Rocks sit in their timeout. Wondering how they can get moving once again. Because this is the third meeting of the season between these two teams. The Rocks winning very comfortably when Wolves came here in the league back in late October. 89-61 the score that day. And the Wolves' other trip up here. A fresh wind of the BBL trophy, a better performance. The Rocks winning though 81-72 that afternoon. And they will meet once more down at the University of Worcester Arena on the penultimate weekend of the BBL's regular season. 5:37 left in this second period. Crawford will go to the line. We're shooting 81% on the season. Makes the first. Can now cut this to a one-shot game. Possession, of course, to come for the Wolves. Makes it. Thoesby will inbound from the sideline. Combs guarded by Bunions, comes off the screen. Switch on Ziegler. Forces him back. Drives to the basket, makes it, tie game. 5:20 to play in the second. Combs with 8 points. Momentum shift here in the second period. Build a pass inside. Bunyan to Achara, left-handed hook, doesn't go. Coombs lob inside in the post to Freeman. Stopped in his tracks though. Big fella, the big Scott Achara, equal to the challenge. Now, on offensive duties, pull up from downtown, doesn't fall. Coombs opts for the jumper, makes the jumper, first lead of the game for Worcester Wolves. Ten-0 run for the visitors. Chara looks for the response. Off the target there, Freeman. Brings it up. Ziegler in his way. I'm not sure what that was. Gets it that time though. To Sean Freeman. Team high 18 points per game. 8th in scoring in the whole league. Time to settle here. Cut inside Njai. Finally, the run is cut. Well, they needed that. Very much so. Prosper, does he get it? Yes, he does! Leicester Prosper, that big body, making the most of it. Kieran O'Chara, you see they're bringing the Rocks together in the middle. Substitutions, though, en masse for the Rocks. Rinkunis, Fraser, and Carpenter. Replacing Murray, Achara, and Njai. Prosper, the opportunity for the three-point play. He only makes 3 out of 4 in the season, doesn't get that one. Bunyan, harangued by Crawford, tries to force the steal, half-court pressure coming. Get it to Rinkunis. Give and go, find some room in the lane. Tadas Rinkunis drops it in. 10 points now for the Lithuanian. Off the bench. Wolves back to 2. Prosper draws the foul off Ali Fraser. Fraser's second foul. We saw on Friday night when the Rocks beat Manchester, that aggression that they're being asked to show defensively does translate into picking up more fouls. Quite a few of them were sitting on 4 by the time the game concluded. Mickey Severa checks back in for Worcester. In place of Adam Thoseby. Prosper at the line once again, makes that one. 1 of 2 now from the foul strip. Solid once more there. Prosper will sit down. Freeman returns after his quick respite. 3 to play in the second. Foul called off the ball there. First foul against Mickey Severa. Fraser will inbound Alex Navajas. Of course, recently returned to the Worcester Wolves, the former captain. Manning the middle. Bunyan. Corralled in the corner. Comes all the way back out to Rinkunis. Forced the pass there, turnover committed. Wolves on the break. Slammed down by Deshaun Freeman. Held nothing back with that one. 6 points. Worcester lead once more. Vincent Levandier on the sideline there. Quick word with Rinkunis to his side. Fraser drew the foul as he went in there. First foul against Alex Navajas. 16 on the shot clock. Bunyan to Ziegler. In this way and that. Perhaps a bit ambitious there. Where will it go? And a sportsmanlike foul was called against Alex Navajas as him and Fraser got tangled up looking for that loose ball. Navajas. Well, shake of the head. Look of innocence, protest of innocence from the Spaniard. But Fraser will go to the line. First trip of the day. 79% free throw shooter this season. Percentage that just goes up a notch. Steadies himself once more, makes once more. Fraser with 8 points in the game. Rocks with possession. Bunyan, 12 minutes in this game. Plenty of confidence from the new coach. Foul happily committed to Sean Freeman on that drive to the basket. Ziegler at the line. The Rocks now in the bonus. With team foul of the quarter committed by the visitors. This is the first as Bo Ziegler. Shooting below 50% from the line this term. By the law of averages, this one goes. And yes, it does. Bo Ziegler with 3 points on the game. 3 points the difference. Coombs opts for the tricky shot, makes it. Daryl Coombs, 12 points, game high. 6 of 9 shooting from Daryl Coombs today. Scored really quite heavily early in the season, dropped off somewhat middle of the campaign. Back on track lately. Carpenter just got some room there off the screen from Fraser, can't convert. Board taken by Freeman. Long range shot from Coombs. Makes it 3 points more. Daryl Coombs 15 points now, game high. Biggest lead of the contest for Worcester. 70 seconds remain of this second quarter. Kunis, 4 in the shot clock, has to take it. Will not go. Falls into the hands eventually of Mickey Severa. Wolves on the break. Severa got some room. Lob shot, didn't go. Tipped by Freeman. None of his teammates quite attentive enough to grasp that opportunity. No, Fraser off balance. Does he get the shot? No, he doesn't. Will go to the line. No, Fraser. That gesture calling for the unsportsmanlike, does not get it. Rocks only 6 free throw attempts today. 7th, not lucky. That one goes. 7 points the difference. 9 points for Ali Fraser. Crawford. Kunis went for the block from behind. Overreached. His first foul. Crawford. 5 points, 5 rebounds. 2 of 2 from the line thus far. Now 3 of 3. Adds another, and not the biggest lead by either team in this game. 30 seconds remaining of the first half. Ziegler inside under pressure, gets it off the glass. Well, the shot clock is now off. Precisely 24 seconds when that went in. Coombs lost it in Kunis. Loses it there. Bunyan still has it. Heave. Nearly, but not quite. And a first half here in which the opening quarter assuredly belonged to the host. The second, though, very much going in favour of Worcester Wolves, who won that by 34 points to 19. The Rocks led by 10 points from Tadas Rinkunas, a game high 15 points from Daryl Coombs for the Worcester Wolves. At the half here in the BBL Championship, it is Worcester Wolves with a 45 points to 38 lead over Glasgow Rocks. We'll be back for the second half very soon.
Rory Bray Primary School, St. Vincent's Primary, St. Bernard's Primary, Turnside Primary, St. Philomena's Primary, St. George's, we saw there, Lady of the Rosary Primary School, and Avenue Lane Primary School. Great to have all the kids here, their family and friends as well. Special birthday mention as well for Dylan Chalmers. Happy 10th birthday, Dylan Chalmers. Dylan Chalmers celebrating his 10th birthday here at the Glasgow Rocks. Just over 5 minutes. Just over 5 minutes. We'll be back in the second half action here at the Emirates Arena. Special mention as well for some boys enjoying the game today. We have Malaki, Rocco, Sam, Oscar, and Cole all enjoying the Glasgow Rocks game today.
Emirates Arena. It's BBL Championship action here on a Sunday evening, and it is the Worcester Wolves leading the Glasgow Rocks 45-38 at half-time. Mark Woods with you here in Glasgow, and one other game at the half as well, and a significant one for the Rocks. Manchester Giants leading Leicester Riders 37-32 at the break. And the other game yet to be completed today. It's middle of the second quarter at the Oaks Arena. Sheffield Sharks 28-23 to the good against Cheshire Phoenix. And this very much a game of two quarters thus far. The Rocks leading by as much as 8 in that first period. Second quarter. A massive run for the Wolves, which is why they lead by 7 at this point. Third quarter now. Rinkunas doesn't score, but instead the clean-up man is Bo Ziegler. 7 points for the American. Rocks within 5. Freeman just short on that little floater. Rinkunas leading Glasgow with 10 points in this game. Miscommunications there. Rinkunas frustrated. How much would Tony Gorbalotta there on the sideline? I'd like to go win over his former team today. Good position so far to do so. Thosby. 10 in the shot clock. Prosper at the top of the key. Well, pass to nowhere. Priory gathers. Ziegler drives inside, handoff. Chara, poise, composure, makes it. Will go to the line. There's a chance of the three-point play. 8 points for Kieran Achara. Chara, his first trip today. Shooting 83% on the season. Sweeping of the floor before we can get restarted. Nazi uniforms for Glasgow. Slight resemblance to a well-known fast food train, you might think, but there we go. Mop on the floor. Chara looking for a takeaway. Nobody's checking there. But anyway, order restored. And it goes. Rocks off to a very speedy start here in their third quarter, down to a one-shot game. Crawford, forced out by Ziegler. Thosby looks for some help. Eventually he's there, but Coombs guarded by Rinkunas. 1 in the shot clock. Pretty sure that came too late. We'll see what the officials say. No basket indeed. So the Rocks defense holding sway. Third game in charge for Vincent Lavandier there. The Frenchman on the sidelines. Very softly spoken, but has been very harsh in his determination to change the Rocks' approach as Pryor knocks in the long jumper, his first score of the game, and we are level. 7-0 run to start the period for the hosts. Prosper opts for the 3. Maybe wishes he hadn't. Prosper shooting just 9% from that range. Possibly just below it now. Chara Inside swat comes from Prosper. Man's made. Coombs built pass inside, finds Freeman, draws the foul. Pryor picks up his third foul. Freeman, one of two from the foul strip today. Go there. Draws a blank. Still deadlock. Pryor was under pressure. Eventually took the foul. Rocks ball on the sideline. Kunis will inbound. Second foul goes against Robert Crawford. Chara pushed away. Double team is there. Wow, what a feed into Bo Ziegler. Tipped it in. And the Rocks back in front. For the first time. Early stages of the second period. Another turnover forced. Worcester yet to score in this third quarter. Long range goes. And the Rocks really pulling away here. This run, 11 unanswered points. Freeman. Well, Chara tried to force the inbound, got away with it. Referees having a discussion on exactly what the outcome of that was. Yeah, another entertaining Sunday afternoon here at the Emirates. It looks like it will be a Worcester inbound. Of course, last weekend a fantastic pair of finals in the WBBL Trophy and the BBL Trophy. If you haven't seen them yet, still available on the BBC Sport website, the iPlayer. Prosper finally gets the first score of this third period for Worcester. Stops the Rocks run at 11. Yeah, well worth a watch again. Those trophy finals as the Rocks re-extend their lead. On that attempt. Kunis slashes inside. Won't go. Board from Crawford. Coombs find Thoseby, or almost find him. A little too much on that one. Ricky Severa checking back in place of Thoseby for Worcester. No go there for Pryor. George Coombs gets it to Cervera. Freeman in the post, twists and turns. Foul committed. Basket is called good in the continuation. Foul, second foul against Bo Ziegler. Freeman with the chance of the three-point play. Once again, Freeman though with 11 points now. Ziegler at the other end. He's got 11. Rocks lead by 4 midway through this third period. Severa gives it off to Coombs. We get a Freeman. Bully ball. Hand off to Prosper into traffic. Won't convert. And Kunis on the break. On the trail to Murray. Slowed about the 3. Instead that's for Patience. Inside feed. Achara. Drew the foul. Makes the basket. Kieran Achara, 11 points now in this game.
Basket good for the Rocks. Basket good.
And can go back to the line. Timeout is called by Worcester Wolves. Elsewhere in the BBL Championship, Manchester Giants clinging on to a playoff spot, of course. And a fine performance today, 19 points, 13 rebounds thus far, 4:26 left in the third period. They lead Leicester Riders 45 to 43. And of course with London Lions winning earlier in the day, Leicester desperate to win. Those two teams neck and neck at the top of the BBL Championship. London improving to 18-2 now with that victory this afternoon. Leicester on 17-4. So that game in Manchester, the next 14 minutes or so that's left there, with huge implications in the title race. And in the second period, down at Cheshire, Sheffield pulling away from the Phoenix. They lead 40 to 33 at the half. 14 points for Chris Alexander, leading the Sharks, who of course will be playing their games back at Pawns Forge next season. They announced this week, after over a decade at the EIS. Sharks still trying to get that arena of theirs off the ground. Done a change of home from the 2019-20 campaign. Hawks, of course, have said they have ambitions in the long term to get their own building. But at the Emirates Arena, Kieran Achara converts a three-point play. Hawks up by 7.
Ball with the Wolves. Rocks on the defense.
Freeman on the elbow. Gives it to Crawford. Guarded by Murray. Double team came across. Severa. Have to move fast. 5 in the shot clock. Just finds some room off balance. Doesn't go. Scramble on the floor. Who's got it? Hell ball. Possession arrow in favour of Worcester Wolves. Shot clock will reset to 14. More mopping on the floor. And even more. Kunis and Ziegler exchanging some wisdom. Severa needs to get it in quickly. Tipped away into the hands of Daryl Coombs. Got a step in the Achara there. And looped it in. Daryl Coombs, first score of the third quarter, now has 17 points to lead Worcester. Gap down to 5. Feeds Achara in the post. Did get some room there. Doesn't go, tips it away into the hands of Freeman. 2-on-1 break. Freeman, I think, more concerned they're withdrawing the foul than the score. Misses the shot, other end. Ziegler inside, drops Bo Ziegler. 13 points and 6 of 8 shooting. say, Severa. Pass was going nowhere. Behind the back. Came off Rinkunas' foot. That's from Prosper, checking back in. Sean Freeman sits down. Freeman just 3 rebounds short of a double-double. Takes a rest. Severa, handoff. Swat from Achara as Prosper went up. 2 blocks in the game for Kieran Achara. 7 left on the shot clock. Severa, the inbounder. Had to go all the way out, aimed at Jordan Wheedleton. Intercepted by Pryor. 1 second removed from the shot clock. Pryor gets congratulations from his teammates. More defensive work required though. Eventually get it to Crawford. Hand off to Prosper. Second bite of the cherry makes it Lesser Prosper. 10.6 rebounds now. Pryor from the corner, gets his own rebound. And Kunis. Ziegler, the up and under knocks it in. Bo Ziegler. Waiting to come in for Glasgow. Severa with a floater. Pryor. And make from 3-point range. Extends the Rocks' lead. Murray with a foul as Crawford slashed inside. Fraser and Bunyan returning for Glasgow. Pryor and Ziegler make way. First foul against Murray. Crawford on the sidelines. 2 minutes to play in this third period. Severa calls for the screen. Prosper offers it. Oh, just physical defense there, clogging the middle from Glasgow. Vincent Lavandi will be pretty happy holding the Wolves to 55 points with 12 minutes remaining. Murray guarded by Crawford. Hand off to Rinkunas. The floater off the glass. 12 points for the Lithuanian. Rocks with the biggest lead of this contest now. Real turnaround in this period. Standing firm once more, Rinkunas. Bunyan spread to Murray, downtown, doesn't go. Rebound from Fraser. Rinkunas loses it. Freeman, the handoff to Crawford, inside, gets it. Robert Crawford, 9 points. The Wolves deficit 8. The final minute of the third. Achara had all the time in the world and takes full advantage. 17 points for Kieran Achara. Prosper. Achara fell over. Just enough disruption. Low pass from Bunyan. Taken away by Freeman. Rinkunas on the follow-up. And gets the foul. Oh, nice hustle play there from the Wolves. Rinkunas sensed the chance that was going. Took advantage. Crawford sits down. First foul given against Jordan Whelan. Rinkunas. 1 of 2 so far from the foul line. 2 or 3 now. 13 points, 15 points for Kunis. 13-point lead. Shot clock is off. Bunyan guarding Coombs. And they take the foul. Rocks have a foul to give there. Second foul against Johnny Bunyan. Inbound. Coombs. Give and go to Freeman. Bullet pass inside to Prosper. Won't gather. That, unless the officials want to give us .00 something on the shot clock, will not count anyway. End of the third quarter. The Rocks, having trailed heavily to Worcester Wolves by as much as 9, have come storming back. End of the third here at the Emirates Arena. Glasgow Rocks leading Worcester Wolves 70 to 57. Fourth quarter, about to get underway here at the Emirates Arena in the BBL Championship. And it is the Radisson Red Glasgow Rocks leading the Worcester Wolves 70 to 57. Rocks led by 17 points from Kieran Achara, 15 from Bo Ziegler, 15 from Tadas Rinkunis. Worcester led by 17 from Daryl Coombs. Achara. But as he went up, stripped away. And the Rocks winning that third period 32 to 12. 11-0 run in the middle, central to the turnaround. Basketball very much a game as runs, as we've seen here today. So all to play for in the fourth. The Rocks having beaten Manchester on Friday night, very keen to do the double-double. Elsewhere, Manchester Giants still just ahead of Leicester Riders at the start of the fourth. 58-56 lead for the Giants. And the mathematics is if Manchester lose and the Rocks win, Glasgow will go back into the top 8 for the first time this year. That playoff race this season, very, very intriguing indeed. Bunyan played extremely well off the bench today. Gives it to Rinkunis, who's also played very well off the bench. Murray from deep, doesn't go. Freeman, bob and weave off the glass. Chara did just enough to alter the shot. Scramble on the floor. Will be a Rocks ball. Freeman now just one rebound short of a double-double. Averaging it on the season, of course. caught pressure on Johnny Bunyan. Chara waits for help. Holding foul. Third foul. Daryl Coombs. Bunyan, quick pass. Oh, Crawford there. Perfectly timed. Knocked the ball off the rim. And it could easily have dropped in. 14 seconds on the clock. Bunyan. Send it back in. Short pass to Fraser. Yes, we see here much more ball movement from Glasgow. Demanded. Bunyan open in the corner, doesn't fall. Had room in the lane, instead gets it to Prosper. He's triple teamed, corralled there, wheeling from the corner. Doesn't go. Kunis gets to Chara. Lane opens up, goes inside. Prosper. No option really but to foul. Chara back to the line. Second foul. Right, given against Sean Freeman. Chara, 2 of 2 today. Still perfect. He's been playing so well, hasn't he, lately? For a man of his relatively advanced years. Still got lots to give. Chara now with 19 points. Leads all scorers. 15 points the cushion. 7 straight points for Glasgow. I think that basket's been given on the continuation. Wait for confirmation from the scorers here. Basket is good, indeed. Crawford now in double figures. Chance to extend his proficiency from the foul line. 4 of 4 today, now 5 of 5. 12-point gap, less than 8 to play. Can the Wolves respond? Cross ball movement sets up Bunyan. Chara. Well, he saw it coming his way and said, I'll have that. 21 points. 5 rebounds. Rocks lead by 14. Crawford from way out. High into the sky and in. Only the Wolves' third three-pointer of the game. 3 of 12 from deep today. Rocks really can't afford to be patient here. 3 on the shot clock though. Lob pass inside, too much on it. The intention to get to Ali Fraser. Noble, but thwarted. Greg Power returns for Glasgow. Plays a Rinkunis. Kenny Carpenter will replace a Chara. Chara getting a deserved round of applause. You can see what Vincent Lavandi is trying to do here. He's trying out different lineups, different combinations, defensively and offensively. Great defensive work there from Bo Ziegler. Gives Murray a chance to break. Hand off to Ali Fraser makes it under pressure. Ali Fraser, cool as you like, 11 points for the Scotsman. An offensive foul is called. Just the judges a turnover there. The timeout is called by Tony Gorbelotto. Of course, the Rocks, one of many teams thinking of the playoffs this season, not that far away. The date in your diary for this year's playoff finals, Sunday the 19th of May. The venue, once again, the O2 Arena in London, if you want to get your tickets in for basketball's big day out in the capital. Head to bbl.org.uk/2019 playoff. If it's anything like last weekend's trophy finals, it'll be worth every penny. After this, Worcester, 3 home games in a row, starting with a visit from Manchester Giants next Friday night. Newcastle and Surrey paying a visit shortly after. And the Rocks, a pair of home games to come against 2 teams who've been here quite recently. Next Sunday, the London Lions, the league leaders, the visitors here. And then 2 days later, those other Londoners, the London City Royals, the newly crowned BBL Trophy winners, will make a return to a venue which we saw as well to their liking, that overtime classic 7 days ago. It's a big few weeks for Glasgow. Tough tests, tougher test perhaps than this one, they would think. Fraser inside, doesn't convert. Coombs somehow find Freeman. Freeman somehow got a shot off but didn't make it. Anyway, backcourt, Coombs. 10 in the shot clock. Trap comes, double team there. Gets the ball out, goes out of bounds. Yet another solid defensive pressure from Glasgow paying off. Used that trap very well today. Worcester's variety of ball handlers. Pryor got himself some room. Shot won't fall. Freeman now with the double-double. No one there to gather Murray's pass. Here's a mismatch. Freeman, well, Bunyan didn't back down. Freeman got the finish. As much ferocity as he would have liked. 11 points the difference. 5 left to play in the 4th quarter. Five in the shot clock. Bunyan, the pull-up makes it. Johnny Bunyan with 8 points. Rocks once more up by 13. Thoseby in the corner, nails it. And Thoseby with 7 points in the game. Deficit, the difference. Back to 10. Fraser in the post. Doesn't go. Human wall from Prosper gives Freeman a chance to break, nails it down. Freeman with that throw down causes Vincent Levandier to take the time out. Less than 4 to play. And less than 4 to play now at the George Cornell Sports Centre, where it is even. Giants 64, Riders 64. The Cheshire Oaks Arena. Sheffield Sharks marginally extending the lead in the third quarter over the Phoenix. 52-44. They lead. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Of course, you can get all today's results and reports at the BBL's website at bbl.org.uk. Today, really, both these teams struggling mightily from three-point range. The Rocks 4 of 18, Worcester 4 of 13.
8-point game, Worcester Wolves 70. Madison Red, Glasgow Rocks 78. All to play for. The fourth and final quarter, right behind the team as always. Rocks fans, let's go Rocks!
Marginal differences here this afternoon. Issue with the clock as we wait to get back underway. Sort it out. Exactly 4 minutes remain. Still all to play for. Just fixing the shot clock and the game clock. Tony Garbalotta very vocal with his team. Getting him into the right position. Full court pressure comes. Fryer eludes Crawford. Ziegler in. Bo Ziegler, 17 points. Cool under pressure. Freeman. Spin move, stripped away. Wolves recover. Coombs from way out. Carpenter picks up the board. Able to run down the clock as much as he wants. Screen from Achara. They go instead to Murray. Ziegler. Forced baseline. Baited. Prosper took his chance. Ziegler now with 19 points. Not pulling away out of that timeout. Worcester needs scores and stops. Thosby, the floater. Won't go. Prosper gathers the rebound. Can he convert? No. Freeman has his shot. Prosper wants more. And after all that, no basket, but 2 free throws to come. Really today, if you look at the Wolves shot chart, the results have very much all come close to the basket. As it has for Glasgow. Prosper's first one goes. Prosper, the big Virgin Islander, makes 2 of 2, 12 points for him. Severa replacing Prosper. Perhaps thought of 3-point shooting required for Worcester Wolves. 2:40 to play. Lob inside. Fraser gives it to Murray in the corner, makes it. Is that the game? Sealed and delivered. We shall see. Comes inside, swat, comes across. Kenny Carpenter now on the break. Opts for patience. Murray open once again. Back-to-back threes for Gareth Murray. Hadn't scored before then. What an impact though. Really. 2 minutes to play, down 16. Hard to see Wolves coming back from this one. Crawford from way out. Another three. Robert Crawford, 18 points. As it was against Sheffield last weekend. That poor start bedeviling Worcester's hopes. It definitely could have been if they got going early. Fraser there. 13 points in the game. Frustration on the face of Tony Gorbelotto.
15-point game. Wolves 75, Rocks 90. Rocks on the defense.
Almost lost. Begattled by Jordan Whelan. On the floor though, the scramble. Fraser, all hustle. Pryor can really take his time here. Kicks it back out. Carpenter on the trail. Not to score today. Not sure which way that goes. I think it went against Pryor.
Foul call against Pryor.
Is indeed his fourth foul.
1 minute, last minute of the game, Rocks fans. Let's get to
Sideline ball.
last minute of the game.
1 minute exactly to play. And the Rocks fans getting on their feet. And the other game we're watching very avidly. Giants 75-73 ahead, 31 seconds to play against Leicester Riders. Huge implications on that result, both in the title race and in the playoff race. Thoseby from way out doesn't go. Whelan with the board. Goes inside. Rocks again. That interior defense today has been ferocious and relentless for so much of the game. Last few possessions. And here it is, the Rocks victory cigar. Murray Hendry replaces Kieran Achara, who sits down with 21 points and 5 rebounds. What a performance. Gareth Murray, back-to-back threes, his offensive tally, but contributions in other areas. Tadeusz Rinkunas comes in for 34 seconds of activity at the end. Hendry, 5 appearances he made. Some usually finds a way to score in them. Well, he's got himself at least on the score sheet. Gives away the foul. And Manchester Giants, I can confirm, have beaten Leicester Riders 75-73. Willie Clayton, 25 points and 20 rebounds. So the Rocks not quite able to get back in the playoff places. Giants improving to 11 and 12. In fact, they'll leapfrog over Plymouth Raiders into 7th spot. And Leicester now 17 and 5, 3 losses. They trail London Lions. Could that be the end of the title race? Murray Hendry, well, he always does it. Gets his name on the score sheet. Crawford, the last score of this game, surely. And Johnny Bunyan will run down the clock. But what a performance for the hosts. 2 wins in a weekend. They move up to 9th in the BBL. The record now 10-11, and Worcester 3-21. Glasgow Rocks beating the Worcester Wolves 92-79. And let's take a look at next week's fixtures in the BBL. Huge London derby revenge mission for London Lions on Tuesday night at the Copper Box. They host the Royals, and there are 4 games on Friday night, including the visit of the Manchester Giants to Worcester. But what a game it's been here for the Rocks this afternoon. They keep rolling. They've beaten the Worcester Wolves 72-79. For all of us here at the Emirates Arena, thanks for watching. We'll catch you again soon.